Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the year with Santa Claus and this and that, and the draw for the St. Louis High School Champions League. It's going to be held, and correct me if I'm wrong, but December the 10th, December the 11th. December the 11th from, at 6 o'clock. And, December the 11th at 6 o'clock at where all the soccer people meet, JJTwiggs. Now, we have the St. Louis High School Champions League. The trophy's named after this guy, Terry Minkler, ladies and gentlemen. Terry, how you do?
Oh, Wales, I'm doing fine.
All right, then. And under special circumstances of that thing I say, under full disclosure, you got the old-time bottle with the balls inside with the numbers.
For the draw.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, that's off the charts. Anybody who had a pool table at their home had this.
I read a little bit.
Yeah, so it will work out. Now, if it's past practice, we'll have Al Trost drawing the numbers. All the teams that are in the league, they can they have a number associated with them. Is that how is that how it works, or we just put a name down and I don't know.
Probably a lot of ways to do it. I would suggest the simplest way to me would be to write each team's name on a slip of paper.
Check.
Separately, right? So you got 16 names on 16 pieces of paper in some kind of a container, and then you take the bottle with the balls in it, and there's 16 slots for the teams to fill for the competition. So we have four pools, and we'll have 4 brackets on the sheet. So Pool A would be lines 1 through 4. Pool B would be lines 5 through 8. Pool C would be lines 9 through 12. And then Pool D would be lines 13 to 16. So let's say that let's say St. Louis U High, the current champion, let's say their name is pulled out of the hat to draw a number. So St. Louis U High is up. So the number is pulled out of the bottle. One of the balls in the bottle comes out. Let's say it's number 4. That puts St. Louis U High on line 4, which would be in Pool A. And then the next one to come out, they beat the Smet in the final. So let's pull the Smet's name out, and the Smet gets the next ball that comes out of the bottle. And let's say they get number 13. So DeSmit would go on line 13, which would be Pool D. Follow?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I bumped up in this. Yeah, man, don't stop all of a sudden. I got it all together.
I hope it's clear as mud on a rainy day, you know what I'm saying? No, I hope it's crystal clear. Now, there's other ways of doing it. I mean, that's just a suggested way.
Yeah. Well, that's why folks that hear this should go out to JJTwiggs and get a little, anything on the menu is top notch, and they have reasonable prices on all their special drinks and so forth. And here you go, you got that, and then you'll see how it goes down to verify it.
No, I agree with you, 100%.
And you know the Whale Certified is going to be there for the podcast, taking it step by step. No monkey business in the St. Louis High School Champions League, I tell you that.
Yeah. Kevin, we're coming up on our third year now for the boys. The girls will be in their second year in the spring. But with 2 years under our belt, we've got a little bit of traction. Our footing is good. The interest is growing. I think we can always find some things to make it better. So we also are going to try to have a board meeting of all the people that are kind of behind the scenes, so to speak, and have some open discussion about input from people, what they think we could do to make the whole procedure and the whole process of the Champions League better. But I think right now we're at a point where the word is out. People recognize that we do have a high school Champions League, and they recognize that it's something pretty special. And we've had 2 finals where we've had overflow crowds, so that's really impressive. And it's really good for the game, and it's good for our level of the game in particular to generate more interest, enthusiasm, and bring more attention to high school soccer. So,
well, I get goosebumps when I see those finals. Every one was spectacularly played and visited by a very nice crowd. And
yeah, I'm gonna give kudos to the SLU High because they hosted the semifinals are always hosted at the school with the team that has the highest point total. So it's their responsibility to be the host. And ideally, from our point of view in terms of the leadership behind this, we'd like it to represent the Champions League in all the pomp and circumstance and pageantry possible. And SLU did every bit of that. We had cooperation from Brendan Taylor at Clayton High School, who has 4 big Champions League flags, pennants, I'm not sure what you call them. They come up from the ground about 6 feet high on a pole, and then they had 2 of them right at the midline, straddling the midline, and had the ball stand with the game ball. And for the walkout, the kids went through the opening there of the flags, went to the game ball stand, picked that up, and went on out. It was very impressive, very impressive.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And you may have seen it on the stream. I was there in person and just had goosebumps. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, that was done very well. We should have that. Hopefully, we have that filmed so that next year, whoever the host is, they can take a look at it and see how close they can come to doing it as well as SLU did.
Yeah, and that takes it. If somebody is a social media type of person that would love to be able to do video and audio and this and that, blah, blah, boom, blah, blah, blah. Hey, drop us a line. Terry, can anybody soccer-minded get a hold of you at some address? I'll send it, or offline, you'll give it to me, and I'll
No, please do that. That's one of the reasons I think that we're going to have this board meeting is that there's been some interest from some of the people to get together and have a meeting and be open to some ideas. And I think the more people that we can get involved so that it all don't fall on 1 or 2 people, the better it'll be. Plus, more people you get, the more ideas you get, and the more quality you get, because if somebody has a particular interest in something, they're going to do it better than a person who just kind of has to do it. So if you've got ability and interest in a particular area, we're really interested in having you contact us to see how we can work together. But we got promotion, publicity. We can do banners and do stuff at the schools, signage and whatnot. Kids, a lot of stuff that kids can do. High school kids can do. So we have a great resource at our disposal that we really need to take advantage of. We've got 16 high schools with the school populations to work with, and we need to encourage the schools and the students to take an interest and get involved, but we got to give them an opportunity. We got to give them, kind of show them the way a little bit. So that's, I think that's one of the ways we get this thing to continue to grow.
Yeah. Could you imagine the student body getting together and we would do a little promotion of it, and then you would hear, and you're well certified.
There you go. Why not?
I mean, yeah. I would knock down the gymnasium, baby, or the theater. But that's the type of stuff that everyone is being asked. Come on, to be able to do it, to be able to see your experience and your endeavors, your labor flow.
You're trying to say endeavor?
Endeavor?
Was that what you were trying to say a minute ago?
Oh, no, I don't know. That thought passed. If you said a moment ago, that's like ancient history.
I thought maybe you needed a helper on that one. So.
Well, I can't wait to for a Zoom equipment mentor that either he or she, if they're a student or they're retired, whatever, if they want to be in an up and coming podcast from Whale Certified all across the globe, then this is the place to come. I'll put out the Whale Certified, or Waylon Kevin 076 at gmail.com.
That'll work. That'll get directly to you.
Yes, and I mean,
say it again.
If I Waylon Kevin, WHALEN Kevin 076 at gmail.com, and I'll get back to you pronto, unless I'm with the granddaughter, and that I'll take it when I can get it. But otherwise, you're not being stranded out there. You're being, come on, let's go. And anyway, if you ever go to JJTwiggs, you drop a line. You say, hey, who do I talk to about the Champions League here? And there'll be all kinds of, there'll be, yeah, because that's where all the soccer people meet.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello? Come in.
Where are we at now?
What are we at?
Where are we in the program, Kevin? Where are we?
Oh, I don't have a producer. Where we're at is that we got the place and we got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes of airtime.
Ooh, that's all. We're on a short leash today, huh?
Well, I kind of thought so.
Okay, fine.
But I'll work with anything you got because your name's on the trophy.
Yeah. At least it don't say memorial at the end of my name. They'll live another day. That's good.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Let's go through a rundown of the teams.
Yeah.
We got time for that, don't we?
Hey, who?
Okay. Oh, the Champions League is a qualification. It's a merit-based competition. You got to earn your way. There's no entry fee. And unlike soccer, the world of soccer today, you can't buy your way in. You got to earn your way. And the 2 ways you earn your way in are through winning your district and are having a high power rankings with MISHA, Missouri State High School Soccer Association. That gets you in. Okay, so we've got 16 teams, 7 of which qualified directly by winning their districts, and then 9 of them that are getting in based on the power ratings. So the district champions were Vianney, St. Louis U High, Francis Howell, Fort Zumwalt West, Rockwood Summit, the Priory, Fort Zumwalt East. Those were automatic entries because they won their district. Okay, and it's a combination of teams in Class 3 and Class 4. So you got Summit, Priory, and Chaminade this year coming out of Class 3. Vianney, Slough, Francis Howell, and Zumwalt West coming out of Class 4. Okay. Now, the power rankings from top to bottom, and we throw just for simplicity's sake, we throw the district champions in with the power rankings, even though they already have a secured place. But Slough topped the ranks with 5.42 power rank, just to give you an idea what the numbers mean. 5.42. I have no idea how they arrive at that, but everybody kind of accepts it and agrees that this is a nice way of doing it. So we go with that. Ladue had the second highest power ranking of 5.04. So they're in, but they didn't win a district, but they're still in, right? Because of the power ranking. Zumwalt West in on district championship, but a power ranking of 4.80. Good ranking. Chaminade did not win a district, but they're in on 4.78. Those four teams, and we'd have a draw in Pod A because they would be the four highest ranking teams. And I guess, as a courtesy, they could draw first and see what numbers come out of the bottle for them. The next group, Francis Howell Central, also not a district champion. He had a 4.68, followed closely by another non-district winner, DeSmet, at 4.64, and Parkway West 4.62. And let's throw Oakville. Oh my God, this is so tight. Oakville's 4.61. Francis Howell district winners at 4.60. So we had 4.68, 6.4, 6.2, 6.1, 6.0, all with the 4 in front. That's tight. It is really tight. That takes us through 9 spots. St. Dominic gets in at 4.45. And right behind them, 1 point behind them, CBC's at 4.44. Westminster qualified, but then did not accept their invitation, so that opened up a spot for Kirkwood to jump in. Kirkwood jumps in with a power ranking of 4.30. And then we have Zumwalt East, district winner, power rank 4.18. Summit, district winner, 4.17. Now we get to Vianney and Priory. They were both district winners, so their power ranking did not matter because they had automatic entry. But Vianney had a 3.98 and Priory had a 3.97. So 7 district champions, automatic entries, and the other 9 qualify power ranking. So, you look at those, and you got to remember now, we're seeding and drawing for the tournament for next year. We're not doing it based on this year's results because next year, everybody's going to have a different team. So the team that comes back with probably the more experience in terms of how many players are coming back with experience, how much they develop in the in-between time in the off-season. So next year is wide open. It's wide open, okay? Wide open for anybody for the taking. That's what's interesting about this. So when teams sign up for it this year, they sign up, go to the draw on Thursday next week, December 11th. They're going in with not knowing for sure what kind of a team they're going to have next year, but they're going in hoping that it's going to be good and competitive, and they want the opportunity to put themselves out there and see how well they can stack up in this competitive tournament that we have. It's called the Champions League.
Wow.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, then. So let's wrap it up. December the 11th, 6 o'clock at JJTwiggs, where all the soccer people meet. Terry, you may not be there, but you'll be there in spirit. We'll check it out. You hear?
Always, yeah.
All right.
Listen, before we hang it up, one more plea anybody that's listening on this broadcast today, if you have an interest in wanting to get involved in participate in some area of pulling this thing off, promotion, publicity, whatever, you name it, we'll be glad to listen to what you'd like to do and see if we can work it out and if we can work together on it. So don't hesitate to reach out to the Whales at the Whale and Kevin at 076.gmail.com, if I'm right. Is that right, Kevin?
At gmail.com, yeah, everything. Whale and Kevin 076 at gmail.com.
There you go.
And
thanks, Kevin.
All right then, boss. So we'll load it up and I'll send it out to you for your review.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, everyone. Be somebody. Come on. Be well certified. Bye-bye, y'all.